How's it going, Eric? How you doing, man? Sorry, I thought this was because it was an unknown number. Where are you calling from, Eric?
I'm calling from St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. That's a red state, Missouri, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it? Do you know what the abortion situation is there?
No, I don't. I got two kids. Abortion wasn't really relevant to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all of this stuff?
Well, a lot of people say that life begins at conception.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Okay.
I believe life began in my balls.
So you think every time you bust a nut and throw out that Kleenex, that's just you're committing a fucking genocide, basically?
As dark as it can be, yeah.
How do you reconcile that in your life? Are you just like a no fap guy where you only just bust one nut for just the purpose of reproduction and you potentially kill your partner just with the pressure that's been building up?
Well, if the pressure builds up, I'm going to bust a nut in my sleep, and I had nothing to do about that.
Oh, so as long as you didn't do that, then you're fine.
For the most part, I stick with my wife.
Yeah.
I just think
I hope for the most part.
What I think is the most fucked up thing about the whole situation, though,
Yeah.
is that the mother can just decide to have an abortion.
Yeah.
If the man wants to keep that child, shouldn't he be allowed to raise it?
Well, I understand that's certainly an argument that many people make because I'm sure it's happened many times. I'm sure hundreds of thousands or millions of times or whatever, where the guy's like, yeah, let's keep it. And she's like, no, I don't want it. But she has the burden of, potentially of having that kid, and, women die in childbirth and all sorts of shit happens. And so at the end of the day, as I'm, things in life are not fair always. And this is one of those things where you go, look, it's just like, it is at the end of the day, it's her call. Yes, it's his DNA that was required, but it is her decision to make.
But see, the fucked up thing is that if you put the shoe on the other foot, if the mom wants to keep the baby but the father doesn't, the father's still required to pay for 18 years.
Yes, I'm very well aware. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is one of those things where you go. I mean, I like to say this, but when people talk about fairness is a concept. It's not a thing that's real, right? Like
it is one of the foundational concepts that our country exists on. Now.
Absolutely, and you try. It's a good like North Star. It's something good to aim for, but it's not. It's not like we don't live in a utopia. So everybody's people, and these are kind of laws of nature. But I do know what you're saying. Yeah, like absolutely. If someone was saying it earlier, where the guy should be saying, "Look, I don't want the kid," within 30 days, and if the woman says, "Well, I want to keep the kid," then he's off the hook for child support, which seems reasonable.
I don't believe. I agree with child support to a certain degree.
Yeah,
but in the sake of that fairness, I don't see why if a man can be inconvenienced for 18 years, why can't a woman be inconvenienced for 9 months?
True. I guess it's a different type of inconvenience. I guess that's it comes back to it comes back to like a financial versus a bodily autonomy thing. It would really be great though because we always kind of
isn't financial autonomy. We have to work for our money, so financial autonomy is body autonomy.
Sure, and yes, and men might do dangerous jobs in order to get the money to support the child. So I totally understand.
We make it's at least 90% of work-related deaths are men.
Yeah, if not more. So I agree with you. Yeah, it's one of those things where everybody wants to kind of chop this up into this super just simplistic argument, but there's so much going on here because you make a good point in that what if the guy has to risk his life to pay for this child for 18 years versus a woman for 9 months? It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah
I
go ahead.
I kind of want to apologize. You're a comedian and I have not been funny.
No, that's fine. This is not the Low Valley Mail's not really a particularly comedy based show. I mean, we have jokes sometimes, but it's not totally the purpose. It's more like just like a radio talk show. Sometimes we get funny, but yeah. But cool. All right, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much.